much. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor for me to be in Tama DC again and join this amazing platform that are focusing more on telling refugees' stories. As he mentioned, my name is Mary Apollo. I'm from South Sudan. And I came to the United States in 2016. Almost now I have like 6 years. Time flies and I can't believe it. So vulnerability, just 2 weeks ago when they contact me and they said that the topic of the discussion will be vulnerability, I didn't know how to translate it to a fiction or a manuscript or to write about it because I haven't been using the word very often when it comes to expressing my feelings. And also because I'm a storyteller and I like to tell different experience that I have been through. I thought maybe I can put some points and highlight what I have been through. I remember I have a friend, she's from DRC. She was telling me, most of our African men, they like to take women from different African countries and marry them, especially from South Sudan, to show up that they are vulnerable, to show up their vulnerability. And also remember one of my roommates when I came to the US, she was asking me, she was telling other people, I asked Mary, what did you study? She said, I study mass communication. So she was wondering, Mary, how can you find a job? And then she told the neighbors that mass communications is a study for white people because it's just they just want to do light job. They don't want to be tired and do most like physical job and feel tired after they finish. After from 5 to 9, after they finish their daily duty, and then they go home and just rest. So they end up doing this mass communication. So she tell me, you will never find a job. Do you see all these big buildings like the World Bank everywhere here in the US? This is meant for white people. It's not like people who are seeking to be comfortable. So for you, you have to find something else to do. Look for another field that you can work and survive with. So, me in the United States, the third month in the United States, I have decided to submit my writings to a competition that was done for memoir writing that was done by the DC Public Libraries. I have a manuscript that I wrote years ago when I was back in Sudan. It wasn't written well, and my writing skills wasn't well. But I decided, okay, the last day, Mary let me submit my story. Maybe I will be selected. I will be selected for the workshop. So I submit the story, and then they contact me after 3 days. They said you have been selected to the memoir workshop, and then you will get a training for 1 month with the writer Marita Golden.
Hey.
The woman that bring a lot of amazing writer. Actually, one of them, the Nigerian writer, Chimamanda. So that was the first challenge I start to break when I come to the US as an immigrant. Growing up, play in the yards and have people's friends and my classmates from different cultures and different age groups. We almost have a stereotype from the society of the role of the woman that should do and the girl that should do and what you will be able to achieve as a human being and not. But I think also coming to the US with that much expectation, I have to break all these barriers and try to get to what I want and to work on my goal. So my experience in the US, let's go, is mostly with Africans and white people because I have a lot of stories that I have been through. Mostly for people in my community, they were looking for me as you are a young immigrant person with a limited education, and also you just came to the country and you have to learn you got to go through a lot and learn new things. And they have been telling me about some stories of people who have came years ago, and they haven't achieved anything to the United States. So the question that I was always getting was, what do you think you are to be able to do what others haven't been able to do it, who have been here before you? So yeah, so this is the first time that I have to also start questioning and telling them that we have to break the fears that we have. We have to come with the expectations that others are putting for us, and being able to bring the best part of ourselves. Just the first months, people of my country were showing me like different stores, different places to visit, where to find, where to buy dresses, and where to get African things, because they have put this specific category for me as someone who is coming as an immigrant from my country, from Sudan, and who doesn't know about fashion, who doesn't know about the first world and how people are showing up here. So the idea of getting a job in America, like it was one of the most hardest decisions that I had to take, and also just put a boundaries. I have to cut a lot of people out of my connections, because I don't want to hear the discouragement and the language that they will be using, the negative language that they will be using towards me. Also, there is something in the US that